Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 with a fact that makes your brain go. I think you will be shooketh after hearing this, and I think you will tell everybody this weekend about it. The barbecue, the airports, grandma's house. I think all the things you do, you will tell somebody about this over a beer because it's kind of a cool fact to throw out there to people. Today at 12:01 p.m.
Okay.
Your perception of life changes. Everything changes. And a lot of guesses on the text line. Some people got it right. I must share the same algorithm with some of our listeners on Instagram. Kenzie guessed that there will be a discontinuation of some massive product going forward that will disappoint you, such as cars.
Yes.
Cars will be discontinued. They'll be taking your cars.
Something like that would affect everybody.
Can you
That's
imagine?
the first thing that came to my head, and I don't know why.
How many people would take to round up all the cars? Like, let's say, like in a repossession situation.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean,
Take a while.
take a minute. So, Kenzie, that's not right. I'm sorry. Case guessed, well, we cancel the Sun because of previous tweets by the Sun.
Possibly. I just think the sun might go away.
The Sun, if the Sun goes away, think about that. Night all the time.
Chilly.
Well,
Hey, grab a shawl this weekend.
yeah. Also, a lot more electricity. You need lights. You need to see something if the sun was gone.
Wait, what does that have to do with the sun?
Yeah, why would I need more electricity?
I mean, the sun's gone, so you need electricity to power lights to see. We need your lights are
Well,
on.
we'd be after we have solar panels. It sucks.
Oh boy.
But I don't have solar panels, so I'd be fine.
I would like a refund. Do you think they'd refund me?
There's two things going on here. Case is not worried about his electricity bill going up double.
Because I don't have a sun?
Do you pay electricity though, Case, in an apartment? I
don't.
forget.
Kenzie, I don't know. I don't know.
He doesn't know.
I don't think you do, right? You don't pay electricity.
Let's
usually.
go with the hypothetical that I don't. But I don't understand why the sun would change how I flip on a light switch.
You need it more often. There's no sun lighting up the room.
But I sit in the dark.
Oh.
Is that why you're so mad today?
I'm fine. I
feel like you're yelling at us.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
I was just curious about your electricity.
No, I'm not mad.
I think you're going to shoot me.
Don't
I just asked if you had to
tell-
pay.
I'm not mad.
Is sitting in the dark all the time a recent development or just all the time?
No, I came out the womb that way.
Okay.
I say, oh, we turn these lights off in here.
Yeah. See, most people
Some
would want
mood
some
lighting.
Yeah. Most people would want lights on.
Oh, I'm not a light guy.
I have to have dim lights. They hurt my eyes. I can't. The second I see a bright light, it hurts.
Does the sun hurt your eyes?
Well, obviously, it hurts everybody's eyes. But like
that
every
is
time
the
it's
brightest
super bright.
light.
It's so bright. I hate it. Like when I walk in and my husband goes full blown. Like I like a lamp on for the whole room. It bothers me.
Do you have dimmers on every switch in your house?
On most.
Oh my God.
I'm a big dim lighting lady. I like just candles so that you would walk in and think our power went out. It's
Oh my God.
unbelievable.
All right, so it's not that either. The sun's not getting canceled at 12:01 p.m. What is happening today? 12:01 p.m. And it changes your perception of everything. Is it 12:01 p.m., July 2nd, 2025? From that day on, from today on at 12:01 going forward, we are closer to 2050 than the year 2000. Shooketh?
Right.
Anybody shooketh? I was, because I think 1990 is 10 years ago. I was shook. We're closer
You're like,
to
you
2050.
can't wait for the millennium. You're like, oh, it's gonna be awesome when we get there.
I mean, ever since I saw this at 3 a.m, I've been thinking about it. 2050, we're closer to that than 2000?
Uh-huh. That makes sense.
It's math. I get it.
Yeah.
But
because
also,
we're in 2025.
yes.
So that doesn't surprise me at all. I'm not shook by that.
You're 26.
Yeah.
So you don't mean 99 when you were born. Don't you feel like, let's say 2007 is like a year ago?
No.
You don't have that perception?
2007 was so long ago.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
8.
Okay. I will say.
Okay, hold on. Kenzie's got something. All right.
No, what?
I'm waiting for this.
Well, now you made fun of me and I forgot.
What do you got, Kenzie?
You made fun of me and I forgot. You
Oh,
made me
no.
all insecure.
Well, wait. Go ahead. You'll get it
I
back.
gotta remember. How am I supposed to remember? It's like when you walk into a room, I don't know why I'm here. Great. Thanks a lot.
Is that what you say when you walk into the studio every day? I don't know
Yeah,
why I'm here.
I don't know why I'm here.
All right, let's just slow down.
What?
Case
Or,
for I was
okay, tell me what you talked about last again, and then maybe I can remember.
So I was ripping on Case for saying, "Don't you think 2007 was like a year ago?" And to him, this is not a big deal. This fact that
Oh, I remember.
I knew we'd get
hold
there.
on. I don't want it to go away again. Okay. Now it doesn't seem that good though. If I would have remembered initially, it would have been better.
Oh boy, the buildup was too much.
The problem is that I can't grasp my head around people being born in the 2000s being like older. Like if you're born in the 2000s, I'm like, you're a baby. Like that's how I feel, right? And I was born in 95, so I shouldn't feel that way, but I just do. And when one of my first radio jobs and I was writing down birthdays, someone's like, I was born in 01 and I wrote 1901 on the paper because I had never had like somebody be able to win tickets who had been born and I was looking at it like, well, that can't be right. Wait a minute.
See? So this is weird to you then. Not the Case, but it is weirder to you that we're closer to 2050 than 2000 after today at noon.
The only thing that I have a hard time with is thinking that people born in the 2000s have maybe graduated college now. And that's weird to me because I always think of like, you're really young in the 2000s. It's like, whoa, that trips me up. 2050, I don't know. Who's thinking about that? Even stuff I have to do today. Like, I don't spend a lot of time on that.
You don't envision when you'll be in your probably mid-30s by 2050. I think you'll be in your mid-30s by then because you're mid-20s now.
Okay, so wait. We're going to be how many years away from it? 25 years?
Yep, 2025, 2050,
so
25 years.
I will be 55 when 2050 happens.
Mid-50s. Mid-50s. Actually, you could say low 50s at 55. You could say that.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
Oh, I will. You bet your bottom dollar.
What do you think's going to be going on with you at 55?
I'm going to be retired.
Doing what?
Traveling. I'm going to be on vacation, baby.
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about it.
Is the plan all set for retirement?
I have a very early retirement plan.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is it
Later
tomorrow? Should we be knowing more about what's going on here?
You'll find out.
Oh, boy, damn. Well, I'm curious if it affects you like it shooketh me that 2050 will be closer to that from noon on.
Let's see, Case, how old will you be in 2050?
51.
Imagine Case 51.
Well, I'll have been dead for 10 years.
Why do you act disgusted?
Imagine me at 51. I'm not making it to 42.
We'll be going to Case's gravesite to put flowers on it. God, can we just go on 10 years?
I'll have to do it virtually because I'm going to be on a trip.
Yeah, Kenzie will be in Italy, and I'll be FaceTime.
I'll send flowers.
Well, I don't know what we'll have in 2050. Like, there won't be FaceTime. It'll be some, I don't know, like, Kenzie I'll just be carrying like a hologram of Kenzie.
Hologram.
It's her and Tupac.
Kenzie wants to appear as a hologram at Case's gravesite. That's 10 years. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be like in a swimsuit because I'm going to be. I'm here though. It doesn't matter.
It's wine o'clock. Gotta go.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for the Sandler Scrambler. You're My Best Friend Tour, United Center at the Madhouse, Monday, October 20th. Tickets are on sale now. You get 2 free tickets from Brian and Kenzie and Live Nation and Q101 right now if you can figure out what movies we play in order. We'll play the clips. We have 3 movies. The minute you miss one, you're gone, and the next person has to still get all 3 in order. We start with Robert. Ahoy, Robert. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Robert, here is the first Adam Sandler movie.
I am the smartest man alive!
What movie is that? Robert?
The smartest. Yeah, I am the smartest man alive. That's going to be, that's my boy.
Say again?
That's my boy.
That is not right. I'm so sorry. We'll move on. I know. We'll move on to Nina. Nina, ahoy?
Yeah.
Okay, Nina seems ready.
She's ready to go.
Nina, here you go. Adam Sandler movie number 1.
I am the smartest man alive!
What movie is that, Nina?
That's Billy Madison.
That is Billy Madison. Okay, Nina. Here we go. Okay, you can go woo. It's okay. Here is Adam Sandler movie number 2. What movie is this?
Hey, Lenny, remember we used to come here in high school late night after we got wasted?
What's wasted?
Oh, nice one, Aggie. Wasted, kids, is something that happens when you have a hankering for ice cream.
Well, I want to get wasted. I want to get totally wasted. I want to get wasted every single day of my life.
I want to get chocolate wasted.
Amen.
What movie is that, Nina?
Grown Up.
That is Grown Ups. And Nina.
Okay, I'm too excited. I'm sorry.
No, there's no such
Oh my
thing.
God, I want her to get this so bad. I'm going to feel like a piece of crap if she doesn't win.
We don't want Kenzie feeling like a piece of crap today.
I'm going to try so hard, I promise.
A lot of pressure, Nina. This is movie number 3
Nina!
for the Adam Sandler tickets. What Adam Sandler movie is this?
Look at us. We're not gay. But if we were gay, don't you think I'd be with someone a little hotter looking than you? I'm Mr. February, for God's sake. It would be like the prom king fooling around with a tuba player.
What Adam Sandler movie is that, Nina?
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry?
Yes! Let's go! You have keep going. You have all the time in the world to be excited.
I'm with my 8-year-old daughter, who's another Adam Sandler fan, and we're just like so excited right now.
That's so awesome.
Amazing. Well, you're both going to Adam Sandler, You're My Best Friend tour at the United Center.
Awesome. I can't tell you how thankful I am.
Oh, thank you, Nina, so much. Congratulations. Have a great 4th of July weekend. It's from our great friends Live Nation, of course, from Brian and Kenzie and Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Head to headlines. We have narrowed down the funniest headlines of the week. 2-2, and we gave them to you before the Cranberries. You vote. You decide on the content and which story you want to hear us break down. The other story we never talk about again, gets scrubbed from the internet. You'll never know about it. So, before we give the results, headline number 1 was passenger flagged by TSA after swamp crotch sets off alarm.
Jeez.
And headline,
Rough day, huh?
rough day. And headline 2 was College Station man accused of assaulting ice cream truck driver, citing unfounded perv suspicions. Gave Case some PTSD on that one.
It's just my biggest fear is somebody thinking I'm being a perv when I'm not.
Well, the good news is that story lost. So we're not going to hear about that story. It's going to get removed from the internet, and you'll never
We
be
decided
confused.
not to talk about it because it actually was Case. I think it make him look good.
Honestly, I should send you the mugshot, Case, or Kenzie. If Case had a big, hairy beard, like a gal in College Station, Pennsylvania would have, take that beard away, could be Case.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Dead ringer.
Dead ringer.
White and hairy.
That's it. White and hairy is all Case is.
Is that how you describe me, white and hairy?
In this situation.
I think her girlfriend, she goes like, what's Case like? He's white and hairy.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm like, oh my God, he's like a cuddle bug. I set you up.
He's
I
a
tried.
cuddle bug.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather be white and hairy.
Than a cuddle bug with a hot girl?
Oh, man, a lot to unpack there. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Is that a Weird Al song? White and hairy.
No,
White
white and
White and
nerdy.
hairy.
I think it's going to be a double feature song here pretty soon.
Please, double features if you're
He's
listening.
just so white and hairy.
If you get White and Hairy done by 10 o'clock, we'll play it. All right, here we go. So the story is passenger flagged. You chose this. This is your content. Passenger flagged by TSA after swamp crotch sets off alarm. And the headline continued, and it's happening to others too. Now, again,
Yowza.
we've talked about O'Hare having 2 million people go through in the next 4 days, and it's supposed to be 90 degrees every day. So just making that point that you may be traveling and be prepared because
You may get stopped by security.
you might get stopped by security. A checkpoint alarm began to blare around a traveler's groin. This is the story. As happened to one befuddled passenger not long ago, there's a chance due to extreme wetness in their pants, insiders say. Sorry for the vulgar language here going through the story, but I'm I'm a journalist reading here.
Was Magic Mike working security? Okay. I mean, sue me, right?
I'm not sure the time frame of you arriving at TSA security and a Magic Mike waiting for you, Kenzie. Could it happen that fast? I'm not trying to get graphic. I'm just inquiring as a journalist the medical possibilities.
Depends what they're working with, baby.
It could have just been from a long Uber ride in from Elgin to the airport and no air conditioning in your Uber. Okay. The person replied, I flew for the first time in 15 years this week, and both airports flagged my crotch at the arms up scanner, said the confused traveler. The wet wanderluster described herself as a mid-size adult woman, 5'8", 169 pounds, wearing bike shorts and normal underwear.
Hubba, hubba.
Oh, well, that's the problem. Double fabric. That's a lot down there. That's tight on tight.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong again. I'm just as a journalist asking. You're not supposed to wear underwear with the bike or yoga type shorts, are you?
I don't. I know some people do because I can
Hubba
see
hubba.
it. But I can't.
Tell me more about these bike shorts, Kenzie.
Uh-huh.
I can't stand. I have a problem with certain fabrics touching, so there's just no way.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it would be like getting tangled up in a hammock. Like, what is going on? Like, how can you have that much stuff down there and stop a bullet? Good Lord.
Also, you don't want lines, right? You want everything you've worked for to look appropriately.
Well, I hate, like, if you can see a line, just take it off. It just doesn't look good.
That's a new motto for the show. The Skyway siren assured social media readers that her private parts are neither pierced nor outfitted with medical devices. She claimed her pockets were totally empty. So, therefore, there was no piercing setting anything off. It was just the swamp crotch. She said, I don't care about the pat down. They were polite and professional. It doesn't bother me. I'm just wondering what I did. And they said it was crotch sweat that can set off the alarm. And more detailed scientists in this story talked about that bodily function can wrongfully trigger red flags, according to TSA. The scanners, the way they work. I don't know if we have a TSA expert out there, someone that works there for O'Hare or Midway. They can check in and let us know if this has ever happened before.
They said that quietly. Like, you didn't need to yell out. It's probably like your sweaty crotch in front of everybody. It's like, oh, okay.
Hey, Mike, we got another sweat crotch here, swamp crotch. Can you bring those wipes over here?
So they just let you go? Do they just assume that's what it is? Or do you have to, like, strip down?
Well, let's see more what the story says here. Perspiration is one of the weirdest things that can set off scanners, according to an expert. It has to do with the millimeter wave technology and how the waves bounce off water. And that's those things you're looking for, people bringing liquids on the plane that could be flammable or whatever, but it also can be a swamp crotch. Massive moisture isn't the only TSA technology you might mistake things, but that's certainly, it happens. It's been alleged that frequent flyers that boasting larger features, such as a bootylicious behind, can expect to be stopped and searched before getting the green light to board a plane.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
Keep going.
But just can you imagine if they're like, ma'am, do you have any explosives? Like, just this bomb-ass pussy.
Jesus Christ.
Good Lord. The on-person screening technology effectively screens diverse populations of travelers in one day. Diverse meaning sizes, not races, I don't believe there. And what they were saying there, adding to the devices and screening algorithms are trained to recognize body composition. Any unexpected abnormalities, including excess sweat, could prompt an early alert. That's the end of the story right there. That's how it ends. So it didn't say exactly if they yelled out, swamp crotch, if that was happening, or whatever. But there you go. Just to be... I don't know if you should switch into a different pair of underpants before you head into TSA if you had
Something
a long ride.
breathable, I suppose.
Something breathable. As Kenzie says, what was your quote again?
Which one?
There's a lot in there. Can
you whittle it down?
If there's lines, just take it off.
Yeah, if there's lines, just take it off.
There we go. And that has had the headlines for today.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for some music entertainment news. Remember, at the end of music and entertainment news, we have one of your last chances to get to the NASCAR Chicago Street Race this weekend. Highly sought after tickets for this incredible, unique experience coming up in just a few minutes. First off, it feels like we've been talking about it for 10 years, but the Oasis tour opens up this weekend on July 4th. Oasis, it's here. Well, not here. It's in Cardiff, United Kingdom at the Principality Stadium, July 4th, and that starts at 5 o'clock our time. That show will be, but that show, you can get tickets for $289 right now if you want to try to get there.
That's, oh my God, wait a minute, hold on. I have a passport. I might be going.
It's funny because...
Do you have a passport?
I think so. It might be expired.
What country have you gone to?
I went to Mexico when I was a kid.
Oh, there you go.
They're awesome down there. Lovely people.
It's probably expired, your passport.
Damn.
They do have a show in Mexico City coming up later in this tour.
That would be so fun.
Now, they're getting ready for about 5 shows in Manchester, at Wembley, and then Edinburgh, Dublin. But it will then get to Toronto, and then it'll get to America. It'll be here at the end of August at Soldier Field. We will be there. Sorry, Kenzie, I bought all the tickets for the floor and she doesn't have any. We'll see what happens if she ends up getting a ticket from someone else.
He just glosses over that. Anywho, though.
Well, I mentioned it at least. I feel bad that I gobbled up as many as I could for people, and we could sell those and make a massive profit, but we're going to see Oasis.
Well, I have, because of various circumstances in my life, an extra Oasis ticket. Kenzie, would you like to pay me face value plus some for an Oasis ticket?
No.
Okay, all right.
Wait, face value plus what?
Plus a little, a little something extra.
You're supposed to make money on it because nobody in this crew of 3 respects me.
Including yourself, you're saying? You said crew of 3. You don't respect yourself?
Crew of 3,
right?
And no one here
respects you, which you're included in the...
I give you guys respect, and neither of you ever show me any respect.
He said...
No, ding.
No, because he said face value plus some little walking around money.
I gotta wet my beak, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's trying to overcharge me. Did he overcharge you? No, you didn't even pay him back, you cheap bastard.
I did pay him. PNC flagged the transaction as dangerous.
It's suspicious.
I had to go get cash out of PNC to pay him. We bought the tickets, and we got them being very luckily chosen in the pre-sale for $250, and they're on the floor.
So we're all, just to paint a picture, okay?
Go ahead and paint it.
All 3 of us are in the pre-sale waiting, okay? We're like, well, let's see if we get in the lobby. Brian and Case get in. I don't. Case only needs, were they allowing 4 or 6?
4.
They were allowing 4. Case only needed 2, okay?
Yep.
Brian, instead of going, you know what, Kenzie didn't make it in, goes, Case, buy 4. I want more of them. So Brian gets 6. They have a sidebar because they have a group chat without me
which is just texting. It's just texting
but it's
another
still
person.
A morning show group chat, and Brian gets more out of Case. Well, I'm still waiting. I have the loading bar, and this is what they do. They have a we already had a group chat, and they sidebar, and Brian's like, I need 2 more to make Megan happy. Nobody respects me.
Happy wife, happy life. Got more extra tickets for Megan and her brothers coming in town for it. But at the same time...
He doesn't even go here.
Why don't you examine why you weren't allowed in the lounge to buy the tickets when you were in the queue?
That's like like a lottery ticket.
I don't think it's random. I think they knew you were coming, and they bounced you on the lounge. They said,
Is that what you think?
They said, we can't deal with all that today. A lot of tickets being sold. A little extra. Well, Case, you can do a little search and see what they're going for. They were $250 on the floor. We actually got floor seats on Soldier Field.
Yeah, Kenzie, we're on the floor. Did you know that?
I know. Brian wanted to stretch out. He bought a seat for his bag.
My bag?
Yeah.
Do you mean
Put your drinks down, your little man bag, your little merch bag?
Oh, I thought you meant my crotch.
No, I don't think your penis needs another seat. I don't think you're packing so much that you need to lay it across an aisle. That's not what I was saying.
That's incorrect. I do need that much space.
On top of you scamming me out of tickets and having a good friend, I wasn't giving you a big penis compliment.
That's what you thought she meant when she said bag?
I thought she meant I needed more space on the floor of Soldier Field to lay down.
I was like, this guy...
I am
slanging a ruler. No.
Now, I am surprised those seats at Cardiff on Friday they say from $289 because I don't think there's much at Soldier Field in that range, even in the last row on the top of the 300 level or 500 level.
On the SeatGeek app right now, floor tickets are going for $600.
Ooh.
So, Kenzie.
We can maybe double our money.
I am not paying you that. This is insane.
How about $250 plus $50?
No. You guys should be a friend. I should be able to just pay the amount.
Okay, face value.
Case paid for his girlfriend. At least he's actually making money out of this because she's not going with him because they broke up. So at least you'd make money back.
He's just trying to get his $250 back.
I'm trying to wet my beak a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and get a little something. No.
All right, so that's not happening. So Oasis will be here at the end of, and it will actually the beginning of 5 nights at Soldier Field. You'll have Oasis on Thursday, August 28th. Then it's My Chemical Romance. Then it's the Lumineers. Then it's System of a Down for 2 nights. It's one of the most incredible runs of concerts in Chicago history, especially at Soldier Field, and they're all sold out. I think there's a couple tickets left for Lumineers and System of a Down. Pretty sure, and maybe even there's some available for My Chemical.
No, most of the shows are sold out. If you don't have a ticket, buy one right now. Obviously, keep it locked in on Q101's social media this Friday because I will be celebrating the 4th of July with the return of Oasis. That's what is most exciting to me. I can't wait. We'll have plenty of video photo up there for everybody to enjoy.
Am I wrong on this case? It seems like the BBC is putting on a special live stream of this possibly, but you have to somehow get access to the BBC's live stream.
BBC?
Yeah, the British Broadcasting Company.
Oh my God.
There you go, Kenzie. You learned something today. Not ABC, not NBC, the BBC.
I know you said BBC.
We seem shocked.
British
Sorry.
Broadcasting Company.
Got it.
They're a news network. And they are.
Well, that's an unfortunate acronym.
Well, they had it first. They are doing a live stream of Oasis coverage, but not the concert. They're doing, essentially, in the NBA Finals had a pregame and a postgame show?
Yeah.
They're doing that for the Oasis concert.
Interesting.
So you can't watch the Oasis show on the BBC, but they'll talk about the Oasis show before it happens.
Got it. I'm sure we'll see some clips up soon, though.
You
for the
seemed
show.
unsatisfied with that answer.
I am. I thought it was going to be the show.
No, it's just there was going to be 70,000 camera phones taking videos instead.
Camera phones. Are you my grandfather? Get the camera phone out. Let's take a picture. All right. So also related to Oasis, Green Day overseas. They always bring somebody up on stage to play a song. Maybe you were one of those lucky people that have done that. I remember at the Metro even, they brought somebody up on stage when they did the special Lollapalooza after show or pre-show at the Metro. It was incredible. They always bring somebody up on stage. They get to play a song with Green Day, and they talk to the person beforehand. It's got to be set up to say, hey, can you play this song? Can you actually play it? And this guy said yes. This is over in Luxembourg. The guy gets up on stage. He kind of acts a little stumbled, like he doesn't know the chord changes. You can hear it say D minor in the beginning. But then he goes into, well, you'll find out.
Okay, D minor. You told me you could play this one. Nice try.
So Billy grabbed the guitar from me. This guy started playing Wonderwall, and it was obviously a troll because he played Wonderwall really good. It was
Pretty good at it, actually.
it was pretty perfect. And Billy Joe didn't look too happy about it. But Liam Gallagher reposted the clip saying, best song of the night.
That's funny.
It's amazing.
I like that.
As Kenzie said earlier, ruined it for everybody else trying to get on stage for Green Day. But the guy achieved his goal. All right, 312-591-8300. Call right now. NASCAR street race tickets. They are yours for caller 10. And that's this weekend, one of your last chances to get in. It'll be Saturday, July 5th, Sunday, July 6th. Winner gets 2 weekend grounds passes to the NASCAR Chicago Street Race, sponsored by our great friends Bet365. 312-591-8300. Call right now for these tickets. Caller 10, you got them. From Brian and Kenzie and Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Lauren on her way in. And we'll have that Foo Fighters song, the world premiere song from the Foo Fighters, today's song. We world premiered it at 9 o'clock. And it will happen again every hour today, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, top of the hour. Make sure you hear it, listen for it. Pretty special, pretty cool thing. Celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Foo Fighters. They dropped it, and we have it. And we will have it for you all day long. So, Case, on the text line, we have takeaways from today's show. What do you got?
I've got a takeaway from Judson and Park Forest, actually. Takeaway, Kenzie ain't going to Oasis.
Okay.
I read that one. I saw it's all caps. Like, Kenzie ain't going to Oasis. That's how I read that one.
I'm not going.
We got it. She's not going. Kenzie, what do you got?
Kelly texted in, wearing panties with bike shorts is like getting stuck in a hammock.
The visual that creates.
It's true. It's too much.
It's true. And finally, 847 Tony checked in. Takeaway. Kenzie describes Case to her girlfriends as white and hairy, which led to our great house band, the Double Features, coming up with this new jam.
No.
Mustache growing, he's pasty, he's not a cuddle bug, he'd rather be just white and hairy. K-Slow is white and hairy, K-Slow is white and hairy, his stash is big and scary, K-Slow is white and hairy.
That's a nice song about you.
You know what? Just like the Foo Fighters are playing every hour. I got to hit that again. Looks like great.
Mustache growing, he's pasty, he's not a cuddle bug, he'd rather be just white and hairy. K-Slow is white and hairy, K-Slow is white and hairy, his stash is big and scary, K-Slow is white and hairy.
That is the Double Features at their best. Make sure you give them a follow on Instagram, the Double Features. They're our guys.
We live such a weird life. That song's just out there now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That song's just
They
out
put your
there.
last name in it, man.
Put my
That's a tough
social
look.
in it next time. Jesus.
He's pasty, he's not a cuddle bug, he'd rather be just white and hairy. K-Slow is white and hairy, K-Slow is white and hairy. His stash is big and scary, K-Slow is white and hairy.
Someone's finding this on Spotify in like 2037 is going to know what the hell's going on. All right, what's on the podcast, Case?
Well, Brian and Kenzie are planning a trip to my gravestone. Why they're doing that, you'll have to find out. But let's just say I don't need to make any plans for 2050. I'll be dead long before then.
Ooh.
Also, it's Wednesday, so a new head-to-headlines. The winner this week was passenger flagged by TSA after swamp crotch sets off alarm. A real doozy of a story if you did miss it. All that and so much more on the Brian and Kenzie podcast.
And a reminder, as we've talked about 2 million people going through O'Hare starting today through the Sunday, if you're going out of town for a long July 4th weekend, so many episodes, every show actually on the podcast, the Brian and Kenzie podcast. And you can listen to it anytime you want. Get on a plane, make sure you download it, or wherever you get to your destination. It could be 1, 2 in the morning. You can listen to us anywhere and any time with the Brian and Kenzie podcast over the next long 4th of July weekend. So we hope you got some extra time off. And let's close with this.
Mustache growing, he's pasty, he's not a cuddle bug, he'd rather be just white and hairy. K-Slow is white and hairy, K-Slow is white and hairy. His stash is big and scary, K-Slow is white and hairy.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.